Sziasztok! Hi everyone, I'm Sándor, welcome to another beginner Hungarian lesson. Finally, we can talk about sentences. I don't know how long are we going to talk about sentences and sentence structures because we seriously have a lot to talk about. But let's start at the beginning. What you generally need to know about Hungarian sentences is that they can be divided into two categories: neutral sentences and sentences with an emphasis. In neutral sentences, each piece of information is equally important. When it comes to emphasized sentences, certain information is more important than the rest, and that has a serious effect on the word order as well. Hungarian word order is very much flexible, and we usually put the emphasized information at the beginning. But in today's video, we're going to learn neutral sentences. These are the simplest sentences you can find. They will only contain a subject, an object, and a verb. You know, the bare bones of a sentence. When it comes to neutral sentences, the word order is fixed, hence I thought we should start with these ones. But please keep in mind that these sentences can be a bit flavorless, for lack of a better word. They lack the spice, you know? We rarely say these kind of sentences in everyday speech. Most Hungarian sentences are emphasized ones. The good news is that if you're only able to say neutral sentences, people will still understand you, which is the most important thing, I think. Okay, let's see the sentence structure. So the absolute basic Hungarian sentence structure is subject, object, verb, or in Hungarian, alany, tárgy, ige. But actually, when it comes to syntax, we don't call the verb a verb, we call it a statement. Állítmány in Hungarian. Állítmány. This is a specific expression, it's a grammatical term, so if someone's giving a statement, that's a different word. So once again, subject, object, verb, or in Hungarian, alany, tárgy, állítmány. And trust me, we're going to break this rule more times than we're going to stick to it. But not today. I hope you have seen my videos regarding the object particle because all of our sentences today will contain nouns with an object particle. Also, check out my video on vowel harmony too. One more very important thing. The verbs you're going to hear today are only going to be applicable to a specific personal pronoun. So you won't be able to put that exact form of the verb after another pronoun, okay? Hungarian verbs change forms according to the personal pronouns. Okay, let's say you want to say, I eat an apple, or I'm eating an apple in Hungarian. Since we only have one single present tense in Hungarian, the Hungarian form of these sentences will be the same. The sentence is as follows. Én almát eszem. Én almát eszem. Én almát eszem. Én means I. Alma is apple. It becomes almát when you add the object particle. And eszem means I eat. So literally it's I, apple, eat. I hope you noticed that I didn't use neither the definite nor the indefinite article in my sentence. I mean, I have to when I translate it to English, otherwise it sounds very unnatural. I could very easily add either articles to this sentence, but just by doing that, I'd be able to change the word order. So that's gonna be the topic for our next video. Okay, let's say you wanna say, you eat an apple. In that case, you say, te almát eszel. Te almát eszel. See how the verb changes? When I was talking about myself, it was eszem. Now that I'm talking about you, it's eszel. You eat. Okay, another one. He watches a movie. Movie in Hungarian is film. Film. With the object particle, it becomes filmet. Filmet. The whole sentence is ő filmet néz. Ő filmet néz. He, movie, watches. What if you want to say, we want peace? Peace in Hungarian is béke. Béke. With the object particle, it's békét. Békét. The whole sentence is, mi békét akarunk. Mi békét akarunk. We, peace, want. I cannot stress this enough, but the verb at the end is conjugated according to the we pronoun, so you can't use this form with other pronouns. It comes from the infinitive form akarni, which means to want. Okay, another one. You, in plural, buy a house, or you're buying a house. In Hungarian it's ti házat vesztek. Ti házat vesztek. You, house, buy. You buy a house. Let's do a sentence with they, like for example, they roast meat, or they're roasting meat. Meat in Hungarian is hús. Hús. With the object particle, it's húst. Húst. The whole sentence is, ők húst sütnek. Ők húst sütnek. It comes from the word sütni, which means to roast when it comes to meat, or to bake when it comes to cakes. It can also mean to fry, and once again, it's conjugated according to the pronoun. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times in Hungarian sentences, the subject becomes hidden. Since the verb is already conjugated, it's not necessary to use the pronoun in a sentence. It can be used, of course. Like, for example, when you want to show some contrast. For example, you're hanging out with a friend and your friend says, almát akarok. Almát akarok. Literally, apple, I want. So, I want an apple. But you want strawberry instead, so you say, én epret akarok. Én epret akarok. By using the I pronoun here, you're showing more contrast. It has the implied meaning of, unlike you, I want strawberry. The point is, it's not completely unnatural to use the pronoun at the beginning of your sentence, but usually you don't need to use it. So let's see all our above-mentioned sentences with the subject hidden. Almát eszem. Almát eszem. I eat an apple. Almát eszel. Almát eszel. You eat an apple. Filmet néz. Filmet néz. He or she watches a movie. Békét akarunk. Békét akarunk. We want peace. Házat vesztek. Házat vesztek. You buy a house. Húst sütnek. Húst sütnek. They're roasting meat. So once again, the absolute basic sentence structure is subject, object, verb. And a lot of times the subject is hidden in the verb conjugation. Don't get too used to this word order though. As we're going to go deeper and add more things to our sentences, the word order is going to be very different. Sometimes it's going to resemble the word order in English. So today's video is the absolute basic skeleton of Hungarian sentences, okay? Next time we're going to learn what happens when we add the definite or the indefinite article to our sentences. If you don't want to miss that, please hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like. See you all in the next lesson. Sziasztok! A viszontlátásra!